Hi Gemini, welcome to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon and I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is going to be for the full moon on October 31st and taking us through the next new moon on November 14th. Please keep in mind these are general readings, so they may not resonate for everyone. If they do, I thank you in advance for all your support with those likes, shares, and subscribes. It means a lot to me and I appreciate that so much. We're going to take a look today at your current situation, your near future, the probable outcome based on the current circumstances, and we'll get you some advice so that you can best work with the energies at play. Then we'll close out the reading with some oracle cards, and let's get started. Your situation is the Lovers in reverse. What Spirit wants to talk about with you today is a relationship that's gone wrong or your focus on the lack of a relationship in your life. What is the challenge that Gemini is facing in this situation? What is the obstacle? We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This is either you not knowing what your vision of a happy home life looks like. So that's what's stopping you from moving forward toward it and building something that like your picture, your idea of what it should look like or what the end goal is could be unclear. Or it could be the presence, the Pentacles is a suit of finances. And Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Presents in reverse could mean a lack of confidence in finances. Let's take a look at your focus. What are you focusing on in this situation? What is your focus? We have the Five of Wands. Competition, challenge, action brings about chaos. Because it's in your focus, this could be you making the decision to face the challenges head on. Like getting in the game, so to speak. In your recent past, we have the Hermit. A lot of us are in this boat, so this doesn't really speak to much specifically, but in your situation, you will have been feeling secluded or the desire to be alone. The Hermit being alone makes the choice to be alone for because he knows that he's on a path of self-discovery. He knows very well who he is and what he needs and what he stands for. And he just makes the choice to focus on himself. In the energy of the environment around you, we have the Knight of Needles or the Knight of Swords. Again, we're working with Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck. A, because it's apropos for the season, and B, I just freaking love this artwork. So the energy of the environment I think is rushing. The tendency for everyone in the situation that is affecting you right now is to get a little bit of understanding, a little bit of truth, and then run wild with it. Potentially not taking enough time to consider the plan before taking action. also want to say, depending on, coming out of hermit energy and then what we've seen so far about your situation, this could just be saying, I'm not going to overthink it. I'm going to act because I know how easy it is and how comfortable it is for me to be alone. Your focus is action, getting in the game, joining the competition. So the reversal of the Knight of Swords may be speaking more to a tendency to make decisions solely based on the way you think about things. We'll see what comes out in the clarifiers. In your near future, we have the Two of Presents. This is balance, but it's also options, in the sense that you've got this thing and you've got this thing, and you can do both. If you can keep it in balance, you can do both. Next up is your advice. We have the Four of Cups, Four of Potions. This is saying, don't rush yourself. If it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't feel like the right timing for you, if it's not lighting you up inside, then trust your gut. You could be presented with opportunities in the very near future, or you could be considering an opportunity already that feels like the universe is handing you something and saying, here, this is the direction you should go. Well, universe could be testing you and saying, how is your discernment? Let's take a look at your discernment and see what kind of choices you're going to make here. Almost like, are you ready? Like, we have something awesome lined up for you, but first, let's make sure you're ready for it. It feels like that's what the universe is saying with this. It's saying, be discerning with the opportunities that come your way right now. Next, we're going to look at your surprise energy. Something is going to come in and influence the situation that you did not see coming, and you're not going to expect it. We have the King of Needles in reverse. In this situation, this feels like the decision is not going to be made for you. This feels like you're externalizing who the decision maker needs to be in a situation. On some level, your understanding of who has the authority and the right to make wise decisions isn't you. You're putting it on someone else to make a decision that influences you, and the surprise is going to be that person is not going to decide, because the decision is yours. Let's take a look at your hopes and fears. What is Gemini hoping for or trying to avoid in this situation? Okay, we had two. I'll take them both. We have the Seven of Needles in reverse and the Fool. You want to overcome your tendency towards suspicion, and and be able to take a leap of faith. You want to be able to move forward with your life in a way that is fresh and without expectation, without flavoring things to the negative, being open-minded, expecting the best out of everyone. The eventual outcome of this situation, forward movement in a big way. This also, you can't have the forward movement of the Chariot without being in alignment with what's right for you. So this is awesome. This is saying you're already on the right path. Even if you're not seeing the forward movement yet, you will. So stick it out, stay the course, stay on this trajectory, and you'll be moving toward your ideal life. You'll be moving toward your 10 of Pentacles. You'll be moving toward your happy, ideal relationship. It's not saying there aren't more steps that you need to go through between here and there, but it is saying you don't need to make a massive shift, a massive change based on what you're thinking and feeling right now. Like if you're already thinking and feeling like, here's what I need to do in order to get to where I want to be, you're right. Okay, next up we're going to get some clarifiers. Take a look at the Lovers in reverse. We have the 9 of Wands in reverse. This is something that you have, your avoidance of relationships has kept you apart behind a wall, and that is what it's feeling like you want to release. It's feeling like you want to give up that comfort zone. The blockage, this 10 of Presents in reverse, is clarified by the 3 of Cups in reverse. It hasn't been making you happy. This feeling apart from your ideal happy home life, or not quite knowing what it should look like for you. It has you feeling down in the dumps, like you've kind of, like you've hit your fill of this alone time. Clarifying your 5 of Wands, you are ready to release that burden. The 9 of Wands that came up with the Lovers, you're releasing it. This, whatever this energy is that's been, you've kind of, like, it's been your your cross to bear. I almost mixed metaphors. I was going to say your axe to bear. That doesn't mean anything. Your burden to bear, okay? A choice that you've made that's felt like, it's like the energy of this is my cross to bear. I don't know another way to express that. It's like I'm fine with my life being like this. This is just the way it is, and I have to continue moving forward with the idea that this is how my life has to be. Coupled with this energy of, I'm going to join the competition, I'm going to get in the game, is a full release of old burdens that kept you from doing so. In your recent past, this alone time, this hermitage, we have the Two of Cups in reverse. Tale as old as time. What prompted you to climb up the mountaintop and stay there in solitude was the ending of a relationship that really hurt you to your core. The energy of the environment, this Knight of Swords in reverse, is this more so making a heart over head decision, or is it rushing in? It's trying to be less intellectual and more spiritual. More in touch with what feels right for you. Not what not what your passion is necessarily, not like desire, but it's something much deeper. The Star in reverse is like your calling, you're getting more in touch with what your soul wants of you. And I feel like now that you have a little taste of that, you're wanting to really go with it. It's inspiring you to move quickly. Because it feels good, it feels right, it feels true. It feels more like you are fulfilling who you're supposed to be. In your near future, clarifying the Two of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this new balance that you're going to come into, this instead of being empty-handed, being completely full-handed, is someone who has their shit together. This could represent you, or it could represent a person entering your life and representing one of these pentacles that you're able to balance in your life. Like potentially before, in your alone time, that had been all you could handle. And now with the Two of Pentacles, you're able to handle more. So you open up, you make room for, potentially, this person who is nurturing and caring. The Queen of Pentacles knows how to attract all manner of beauty into her life. She makes a beautiful home. She knows how to take care of her love. So yeah, this is either paving the way for you to be able to find that balance within yourself and bring it into, in a material sense, bring it into your life in this 3D reality, or it could be an external person that you're making room for. With the Four of Cups is clarified the Four of Cups in your advice position is clarified by the Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is so clearly screaming, you've learned your lesson. Don't take every opportunity that comes along if they're not giving you what you need, and if you're not capable of giving them what they need. The Six of Pentacles is all about give and take, recognition of what's needed, trusting that what's needed is always going to be there, and then giving everything that's needed. It's that balance of supply and demand. The Four of Cups is about, again, spirit or the universe bringing opportunities to you and being very scrutinizing of what the opportunity represents. And this is saying, if it's not for you, it's not for you. It doesn't matter if it's being presented to you. You don't have to say yes. You don't have to take every opportunity that comes along. Make sure to be discerning. Clarifying the King of Swords in reverse is the Knight of Swords. This is saying, don't rely on anyone else to make the decision for you. You already know, or you're starting to become aware of who you are and what you need to do. Trust it. You don't need the say-so or the approval of anyone else. You're already armed with the sword of truth, your personal truth, and charge ahead is the order of the day. Let's take a look at this hopes and fears, the combo of the Seven of Swords and the Fool. What are these cards here for Gemini's hopes and fears? Tower in reverse. I mean, that's across the board. I think everyone can say that they would like to avoid a tower moment. Tower is an intervention. It's spirit saying, we need to shift your path. And the way that comes in when the universe decides to intercede on our behalf almost always feels very shocking. It strips away things out of your life, and it's unexpected. So this is saying Seven of Swords in reverse can be, it's suspicion at the very least. Now that the Tower has come out, I feel like this has been out and out cheating. This has been not just a suspicion of someone trying to get away with something or just someone having ulterior motives or not being forthright with about their intentions. This is saying someone was straight up stripped out of your life against your will, and the way that came in was as a surprise about cheating. Nevertheless, you still hold the hope that you can be the Fool. Now, the Fool is not foolish. I want to make that abundantly clear. The Fool is someone who is willing to put themselves out there, who is willing to risk being hurt, potentially again, but doesn't let that stop them. It keeps an open mind and an open heart and is willing to live life with gusto, regardless of the risks that they know are out there. This is still part of your hopes. Now, that being said, I'm sure just hearing me talk about that, it is, it's making you bristle a little bit. It's like, I'm not sure I'm ready for that. I'm still concerned. I still have that as a fear. That's why that category is hopes and fears, because that always goes hand in hand. The thing that we hope for the most is the thing that scares us the most. Okay. Let's take a look at this Chariot energy in your eventual outcome. We have the Eight of Swords. This is a self-imposed mental prison. Thoughts and beliefs that have been holding you back. And look at you, charging away from them. This is you finally closing the chapter on believing that where you are now is where you'll always be. You're going to leave that behind because it was always a self-imposed restriction. No one else was I think you're probably well aware of this. I am the one who put this limitation on myself, and with the Chariot, your angel on your shoulder and your devil on your shoulder are both going to be singing in unison and enabling you to charge forward and make tremendous progress in your life towards what's new. All right. We are going to close out your reading now with some oracle cards. We'll start out with an affirmator card. This is an affirmation. What affirmation can we give to Gemini to help them in this situation? We have courage. No one is fearless, no one. But even though I'm not fearless, I am courageous. When fear shows up, I don't run away from it. I use my courage to conquer it. My courage allows me to walk right up to that fear and kick it in the nuts, and then quickly hide behind someone bigger until it goes away. Yeah, this is big time a reading about overcoming fears, overcoming patterns, and being courageous, moving forward courageously. Next, we will get you a Power of Surrender oracle card. This is something to be released, that if you release it, it can help you to move forward. What can Gemini release? Thank you. We have surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. Work on the negative self-talk. Next, we'll pull you a card from the Fear Nothing oracle deck. We have Think New, See Fresh. That's very much that Fool energy. Fear nothing. Think new, see fresh, take the leap. All right, and last but not least, we'll pull you a card from the Making Magic deck. We have Dragonfly. You bring light to this world. Perhaps dragonflies can be a symbol for you. I haven't seen a dragonfly in a while. It's maybe not the season for it. So if you see one, I think that's going to be a little message for you from the universe. Okay, guys, I hope this helped. If it did, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate all your support, and I look forward to seeing you guys again next time for the new moon readings, which will be on the days leading up to November 14th. Until then, have a happy Halloween and take care. Bye.